Hey coin collectors, and welcome to another joint video between the Big D Coin channel and DC Coin World. And this is DC from DC Coin World, just doing another video to thank Big D for starting out our channel back in 2017. And we have just been so happy with the help he's given us, and we just want to give a little bit back. So here it is, and this is what we found in our change the other day, the San Antonio Mission 2019 quarter, the National Park or National Historic Park series of quarters. And this, it's funny how nice the back looks and how torn up the front is, but that's kind of how these work sometimes. If you have the right design or engraving, the coins wear different. And this is a coin that, of course, has the John Flanagan, William Cousins design on the front, and we see the JF here for John Flanagan. And this was the kind of updated version of the quarter. The quarter from 1932 on looked something like this. This is a 1996 version. And then they started with the State Quarter series, and then the National Park and National Historical Park, then the Beautiful series, and then the National Park, National Historical Park series. And they're just these really nice coins. This one, of course, is from Philadelphia. So in 2019, they made these at Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. And they also made a W. They made 2 million W's, which are worth, and so when I'm talking about W, that's the West Point Mint. And so right there, instead of a P or a D or an S, you would have a W. They made 2 million of those, and those are worth about $17 each. By way of comparison, this quarter that we have right here is worth about 25 cents each. There's no real added value to this if you get any kind of scratches or anything on it. Now this, of course, is a copper nickel clad copper coin. And we tip it up on the edge, we can see that. You can see the copper on the inside, and you can see the cladding or the kind of outside coating on there. When we look at the San Antonio Missions coin, we see kind of we've seen this before in some of the European coins where you kind of split it into different tracks. In fact, actually the United Kingdom coins often have these kind of different shields or tracks. So it's kind of an old styling. And for the San Antonio Missions, you see it says Texas here, E Pluribus Unum here. And then right here, we see that there are some initials right here. And that is a C, a T, and a C. And that, of course, is for Chris Costello. And then over here, we have a J, an F, and an M. And that's for Joseph F. Mena, and Joseph Mena is someone that we know from some of the other coins. And so what they did here was Joseph Mena is they call him a medalist or medallic artist, and he sculpted this, and then Chris Costello designed the coin. And so that's why you have their initials on the back. So what is it? What are these things on here? We know on the British or United Kingdom coins, we have Wales and Scotland and England and Northern Ireland. Well, in this one, they wanted to kind of have representation of the things about the San Antonio Mission. And so they broke it into 4 parts. They call these quadrants. And this is the mission part here. And the missions were how the Spanish settled Texas and Mexico in the West. And so the missions actually, they built aqueducts to them, they built roads to them, so that's helped with the settlement. So that's one of the things they're celebrating. The wheat down here is, and you can see if we make it a little bit higher, these are wheat stalks bound together, and that just symbolizes farming. Over here we have water, and of course water and irrigation was what allowed the San Antonio Missions and, of course, Texas in general to go, because irrigation's huge in a kind of arid climate. And then up here we have this standing lion, which reminds me a little bit of the standing lion of Scotland, but is actually a representation of the Spanish cultural heritage. And so that's what we have on this coin. We have pretty much the Spanish cultural heritage, the missions, the farming, and the water. You see it says 2019 down here. And I talked about the fact that they made a bunch of coins from West Point, the West Point Mint. I should also say that at Denver they made 129.4 million of these. Philadelphia, and this is, if we go back here, we see this is a Philadelphia version. They made 142.8 million. And then San Francisco, they made 853,000 circulation quality coins, they call them. They weren't released for circulation, and 655,000 proof coins. And this also comes in a silver version. We are going to try to get through some more of these coins. And I wanted to show you this. This is a 5 new pence coin, but I just wanted to show you when they use the symbolization on the United Kingdom coins. This is for a Scottish symbol. This is the thistle in thistle plant. It's a crowned thistle, which represents Scotland, and of course that's on the back of the 1975 pence coin, 5 new pence coin from the United Kingdom. So this symbology that they have on the back here is something that is gone down through many, many years on coins. All right, so Big D and DC Coin are going to do some more joint videos, and we'd love to have you subscribe to our channels and leave any comments you might have in the comments section.